Good morning everyone and welcome to Miller's Woods. What I'm going to be doing today is drilling some bench dog holes in my outfeed table slash assembly table slash workbench. Got a pretty small shop out here, don't have a lot of space to have one workbench, one assembly table and stuff, so this one surface has got to do with a lot of different tasks. So I'm going to drill some dog holes in it so make things a little easier to work with, hold some work pieces down. So let's see how this is done. So here's the table as it sits right now. I have the first row of dog holes all marked out along this edge. They're going to be 3 inches apart, and the first hole drilled right there. I'm going to put 2 rows down in that are going to be about 3 inches separate, 3 inches apart all the way across. So in order for this plan to work, I need the second row of holes exactly 3 inches away from the first hole. The first row is 2 1/4 in from the edge. So the second row is going to be 5 1/4 in from the edge. And in order to mark that easier, got my combination square. I got that set to 5 1/4 inches, so I can put a mark right across the end of the square. And I slide that up to my mark that's already preset at 3 inches from hole to hole. And I can put a mark out this way, and I know where the center of my hole's got to be. Okay, so in order to drill the holes in the bench and get them as straight down as I can, I'm going to go old school and use hand drill. But sometimes you can't get quite as straight as I would like to, so unless you have a guide. So I'm going to take a chunk of walnut that I have, and a 3/4 inch Forstner bit, drill a hole in it so that I can use that as a guide to keep the drill straight as it goes down in. Okay, we got our guide block here. All our holes lined up. We're gonna just line up, look straight down through, center it. Eyeball is okay with me. It's a pretty small hole. It's not that hard to get it. If it's a little bit off, that doesn't bother me a bit. Clamp our block down. And we're ready to drill our hole. Pressure down. You see how it just rips right through. The tabletop is 1 3/4 inches thick. You can see I'm just about through now. And it just broke through there. When we get there, back it out. Take my clamp off. And there, one fresh new dog hole. So let's go ahead and get the rest of them drilled. Okay, here we go. Last hole. Okay, so that's all the holes drilled in the bench top, and just to show you just a quick couple of notes as to how I can use them, since I don't have a vise on the bench, just the dog hole. So let me show you real quick how I can use these without a vise. So what I have is just a plain, I got a little scrap piece of pine here to show you. In order to use the bench dogs without a vise, is take and set it on your workpiece. I just got a couple of little dogs here, some scrap 3/4 inch oak dowel that I had laying around. Cut a little notch in them. So I'll put that in the dog hole down so that the flat side is flush with the top. Put the other one in the other end, the workpiece up against the one dog, and then oak wedge that I have here that I use in the shop a lot. Insert that. Oh, let me do it at this end so you can see it better. Insert that end into here. You want to turn the flat spot of this if you're only using one wedge a little bit. Insert that wedge into the workpiece, give it a couple of smacks with your mallet, and that piece is held tight. So then I can just take my hand plane, get a nice long curl, one piece, held secure. And this is just a scrap piece of pine I was using, but nice long even curls because your workpiece is held secure on a nice strong table. Well, YouTube, that's about all I have. Look, see, it's like went a little crazy using my new dog holes. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for coming to Miller's Woods, and we'll see you next time. Bye.